Continue. Next part is human happiness. Those who seek enduring happiness inevitably turn to marriage and parenthood. What event is universally celebrated with more attention to details at such a great expense with a great joy than a wedding? Right? That's a question. And what fulfillment can surpass that becoming a parent? Is there any other earthly blessing for which people yearn with the same intensity that the childless pray for the pain of bearing? The difficulty of rearing and the effort of supporting their offspring is any possession as priceless as a child. Okay, so let's do this piece again, and we're going to explain. Try to explain, because this commentary is very deep. I want to see quickly who is the author. One second. No, it's not that long. So the author is Shmuel Elchanan Brock, based on Pachat Yitzchak by Maran Hagaon Yitzchak Hutner. That's all. So it's one of the biggest rabbi before Moshe Feinstein. That's all. So he was in America, I think, in 1900s. From 1800s, not 1900s. Okay, so let's see. Those who seek enduring happiness inevitably turn to marriage and parenthood, right? So I never met a person who is happy who is single, right? So that's impossible, right? So they'll for sure they're lucky. So, and that's what every normal person is trying to see, like to have a family, of course. And sometimes it's not up to that person, and he remains single, she remains single. As I know, one of my harusa, so he has a huge family, Baruch Hashem, so blessed, so many grandchildren. And I ask him sometimes when he's going to circumcision, I say, well, what's next? He said, I forgot, I apologize, I forgot. By my wife would say, no, it's a big blessing, it's so many grandchildren. But he has 4 sisters, all of them not married. Same family. Same very prominent family, right? Very interesting. From family of descent of Ksam Sofer. Okay, so I mean, it's not always their fault, but of course they would want to get married. Okay. What event is universally celebrated with more attention and detail, such a great expense with a great joy than wedding, right? So of course a wedding is the biggest investment of life for many people. So, but again, when if you look at the wedding, so the parallel, the way I see it, that you have to prepare, you have to think of details, you have to consult with a professional. So if you want to enjoy, if you want to everything go correctly, you have to invest a lot of time in preparation, a lot of time and energy in preparation. Same with Yom Tov, right? And wedding is only a few hours, but the Yom Tov is for 2 days. It's a big difference, right? And what fulfillment can surpass that becoming a parent, right? Also the biggest joy to become a parent. If there's any earthly blessing for which people yearn with the same intensity as childless pray for the pain of bearing, So people, couples who do not have children, they're so miserable. And the way they pray and they go to tzaddikim, ask for a blessing, do all of this mitzvahs, amazing, and help other people. That's out of this world, what they do just to go through the pain of bearing, right? The difficulty of rearing, I think it's like bringing up children, and the effort of supporting the offspring. So that's how they yearn for all of these things, right? Is any possession as priceless as a child? Why wedding and children are so essential is explained in Chumash. After completing each notable step of creation, after completing each notable step of creation, the Torah writes, Hashem saw, and it is good. With one exception, it is not good for a man to be alone. Right? I will make him a helper corresponding to him. Only after Adam had his Chava could the Torah conclude, and God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. So let's do this piece one more time, and we're going to explain. So it says, why the wedding in children are so essential is explained in the Chumash, right? Meaning why people yearn so much to get married, to have children, right? Why is that? So explained in Chumash that it was not good, that creation was not complete until this first union of Adam and Chava. After completing each notable step in creation, the Torah writes, Hashem saw, and it is good. Okay, Baruch Hashem, right? With one exception, it is not good for a man to be alone. So Hashem knows the psyche of a person, right? So for man and woman does not matter. So it's not good for them to be alone, right? I will make him a helper corresponding to him. So different translation says I would help make him a helper against him. So and our sages explain what is it, helper against him. So if he is going according to the ways of Hashem, whatever Hashem wants, right? So she's this wife is going to be helper for him, right? Corresponding to him. But if he's going against Hashem, so she's going to be against this person. And many times, not always, there is an exception to the case, but many times when wife goes against the husband and she does not understand, she has no legitimate reason why would she do that. Why? Because Hashem entices her, right, to get at him. Why? Because maybe he can escape this person, this situation, but that situation, but home and family he cannot escape, and she would give him a hard time. So, and many times when person has this issue, he comes to the Rabbi. So Rabbi said, "How is your relationship? Forget wife is okay. Let's put you on hold for now. The conversation about wife. How about your relation between you and Hashem?" And many times, like. My experience, I don't know, I'm not have a great experience, but from my experience, 98%. It's a problem with the man, with his relation with Hashem. It has nothing to do with the wife. Okay, but Hashem is getting to him through the wife. Okay, continue. But only after Adam, but the one, it says about wife, so one wife is built, and another wife is destroyed. So one wife is built, the wife of On, right? From the story of Korah. So she actually saved herself and her husband from real death, right? When he said, no, I have to go with Datana and Abiram, they're my friends. We have to go and protest again. Moshe, she said, look, what is it to you? They're going to give you position? They're not going to give you position. What are you, important person? They're important people. They're going to get position. You was shmendrik before. You're going to stay shmendrik after. What is the difference? Just stay behind. But he said no. But I promise this and that. And she said, look, I'm going to take care of it. And she gave him a good dinner. Make him good dinner. Make him drink a little wine or a lot of wine. So he went to sleep. They took a nap. And she sat at the entrance of the tent. And she took the hair covering from her head, and all of this Datana and Aviram, this Rishaim, all of the other people who were ready to go against Hashem, meaning against Moshe and Aaron, it's against Hashem, right? They had no problem, but to see a married woman without head covering, they could not come close. Say, okay, forget it, and turn away and went back. That's a woman who actually builds the house. And the second woman that destroyed the house is the wife, same story, is the wife of Korah, right? She said, no, how come they shave you when Moshe dedicated all of the Levites, or Aaron, he was lifting them, but before that they have to shave all of the hairs of their body. So she was like, how come? That he tried to humiliate you, such a big rabbi, Talmid Chacham, such an important person, you're a big vir, you give so much tzedakah, how come? And that's the reason that also just say he went against Moshe because of this wife. So One wife it builds and another actually destroys. Continue. Right, and only after Adam and Chava could the Torah, and only after Adam had Chava, right? When they got together and got married, could the Torah conclude, and God saw all that He made, and it was very good. So, and all is in italic, meaning everything is now good. Of course, it's up to them how they are going to conduct their life, but at least have a good start. Marriage perfects the universe because the oneness of engenders, perpetuates existence. Marriage means togetherness. Marriage means future. And it was for these very reasons that God created the world. Hashem wanted to give man the opportunity to be free. Number one, unite with Hashem, opportunity to freely. Number one, to unite with Hashem. Number two, for eternity. There is a state of everlasting future. Is it any wonder then that matrimony and parentage are the primarily sources of bliss? Wedlock and offspring make ordinary man God's partner and in creation. Okay, so let's try to understand this piece. Okay, so it says one more time, and we try to explain. Marriage perfects the universe because the oneness engenders, perpetuates the existence. So Hashem said, so I created this world to be populated, right? And the only way to populate the world and to create a progeny is to get married, right? So that's like a future of the universe in some sense. Marriage means togetherness. So together with your family, so that you live together, you enjoy each other company, right? Marriage means future. We just explained future of the world and your personal future. And just 1 second. We will learn in Medrash Rabbah that everybody comes to this on a piece about Yehuda, a story about Yehuda and Tamar. So it says there, very interesting, that everybody comes here with like Hashem puts any person in this world with all of the tools to succeed in life, to meet his goal, right? His or her goal, right? And that is why, so all of this, like your surrounding, your money situation, your marriage situation, everything, right? And that is why parents leave some inheritance to the children, because the children are supposed to be continuation of the parents. And in order to continue that role that the parents started, so they need this money, this inheritance, this apartment, this, I don't know, whatever they inherit after the parent. So it's like it's also part of the continuation of the goal of a child, right? And that is why it was very important to do this yibum, this elaborate marriage. Right, because for continuation, and that is why Tamar had twins. Why Tamar had twins? So one was older and one was younger. Right? You can say, well, what is the difference? This lady who who attended the birth of the twins, so she put a red string on the older wrist, on the older boy wrist, and the question is asked, why would she do that, right? Why would she do that? Because anyway, this boy was not the oldest. Anyway, there were two boys that died, or and Anan died, and it was next was Sheva. I don't remember his name, Sheva or something like that. Right? It was the third boy, so he would be inherited. What is the difference? Who is the firstborn? But our rabbi said, no, it's very important. So first boy would go and inherit the soul of the firstborn, right? and the second boy is going to inherit the soul of the second boy, which is Anan, and of this channel should receive the inheritance. Okay, so this very, very important fact. Okay, so marriage means future, so that's how future means, right? Future that your progeny can also fulfill their goals with your inheritance. And it was for these very reasons that God created the world. Okay, so and that's why. So and right, and that and it was for this very reason that God created the world. Meaning what? That people like naturally they want these things. Right? It's not normal for a person to be alone. Right? It's normal for a person to have the things. Why? Because Hashem instilled these desires into us. Hashem wanted to give a man the opportunity to freely, number one, unite with Hashem. Right? So there's we learn in Mesillas Yesharim in introductions. Right? It says the biggest joy the person can get in this life is actually to be close to Hashem. So in this life, we're not talking about in Gan Eden, it's obvious, but we're talking even in this life, person can live in paradise, right? Number two, for eternity, there is the state of everlasting future. Okay, is it any wonder that the matrimony parentage are the primary source of bliss, right? So people enjoy this newborn baby, children in general, even though they suck the life out of them, they don't let them sleep, and they only ask, like demand more. But you see that parents enjoy it very much. If they don't know, of course there is crazy parents, but we're talking about normal parents. Of course they enjoy to give more. Okay, wedlock and offspring may ordinary man God's partner in creation. Okay, so how we God's partner in creation? Hashem wants us to complete many things in His creation, and that's how we become His partners. For example, circumcision. So it's famous question that Torah Rufus asked Rabbi Akiva. He said, if God wanted to make everybody perfect, so why doesn't He do like circumcision, right? So very good question, and that's what Rabbi Akiva answered him, right? Because He wants us to be partners. So when you partner, as Rabbi Reuven Shlita always said, at least many times said, you're very involved. If you're just a worker, you came, there is a work, there is no work, you quit, you went to another place where they pay more. But if you partner, it's totally different, totally different attitude. You don't count hours, you don't take sick days, you don't take vacation days, you work, and you actually invest your own money. Okay.